I was told not to do it, and I did it
Oh no.
anyway. But to go all the way back to the beginning of the session, Argrol planted some ficuses and then decided that he hates them. Galavar gets a feeling he's being watched while scouting the Stradavonghold surroundings. Listen gives the Gynosphinx the ring of spell storing with invisibility and sending on it in case she needs to get a hold of the Stradava. They start. They also start making a nice, large, soft chair for the Sphinx. The Stradava retrieve the bitch's gift and the ferrymen from Neverwinter and fly the ship to the newly constructed Stradavonghold dock inside the mouth of the volcano. They plane shift to the dead god they discovered in the Astral Sea and forcibly gate Corvash to them against their will. Corvash tells them that Arden may forgive them if they can destroy Geja, his allies, and his phylactery. Upon returning to the Stradavonghold, Argro gets a sending saying that his father has been killed. The party goes to Silvery Moon and to Anzin's house. An investigator tells them to go to the intelligence office. Arriving there, they meet with Annihilus Orana, head of Silvery Moon Intelligence, who tells them that the old lady across the street had seen two men that fit the description of Paul Wright and Arden Cathexis. They reportedly cast some spells at the door, entered, and later there was a flash from inside the house, which prompted her to call the guard. Liston inspects Anzin's body, finds wounds that seem to be from the pommel of a sword, and radiant fire burns in the front of his body and clothes. Liston asks the first question using Speak with Dead, asking who did this. Anzin's body responds, two men cloaked in illusion. And so we return. Four more questions available
I
to be asked.
definitely have been thinking about questions the past week.
Impress me.
Uh.
Favorite color?
But if anybody else thought of any questions,
I mean, we're not there.
Right.
Well, it is just you and our girl there.
Yeah.
Is our girl here? Are you here, our girl?
Who's our girl?
Okay, good to know.
Do you have any questions, our girl?
Probably not at this moment.
Our girl's a little pissed off right now.
Yeah, it's mainly just who the fuck did this and where can I find them. So
Those are good answers or good questions.
What kind of magics were used in killing you?
Magics necessary to reach me dispelled my defenses. No magics used to kill me.
We have 5 questions, right?
Yep, 3 more.
Okay.
Could ask them what if they said anything.
Yeah, that's a good. Did they say anything while they killed you or before?
He says what they said, but the words that he says are you recognize as the verbal components of a counterspell.
Okay. Probably no nonsense then. Like, just didn't Disney villain monologue when they.
Yeah, they're all business up front.
Um,
And as you remember, the front of his body is burned with fire and radiant damage, and there is some pattern that
Hmm.
is, present that is hard to discern. Um,
How did
yeah,
oh
at the
yeah.
moment.
How did these burns and lacerations happen to you? What caused them? I guess.
No burns, only blunt force trauma from the hilt of a sword.
Oh, so this was a smite. Is that am I? Is that what I'm drawing? That it was like a health
Well,
attack, but smite
the
was included.
corpse. Give me an investigation.
Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
And also, is the pattern on him similar at all to the pattern that was on the burnt skull?
Did he
Was
see?
there a pattern on the burnt skull?
I
I,
know.
I thought you said it was like scorched with like radiant fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was pretty well bleached. Like,
Okay.
yeah. But you think actually, based on the way the Speak with Dead spell works and the way he's wording things, you think that the you think that the fire and radiant damage may have happened post mortem.
Mm. Fire. Hmm.
Thanks for the grammar lesson. Get there, Galavar.
You're welcome.
Uh, is there any? Are there any clues that we could find at your house as to who the assailant might be?
Hmm. The assailant was notably left-handed.
Does that match Mockney in any way?
Mockney, as far as you know, actually, I'm not sure. Okay, so you've seen the way he wears his sword,
Yeah.
and by that you would guess that he's right-handed.
Okay. Hmm.
Oh wait, no, I messed that up. I'm thinking of a different person. That does match the description. Or Mockney, the way he wears his sword would give you the impression that he's left-handed.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
How many questions are left?
That was the last one, I think.
Ah.
Yeah, Anson's body then relaxes once again.
Does Manasa have the diamond or whatever she needs to revive?
For Revivify, but I don't think for and I can only do Revivify and True Resurrection, which is like 10,000 holy water or diamond. So it would be cheaper if they have clerics here to have them do it. Again, we may want to wait and not spend any money until we know that we can revive him.
Oh.
Because like Peaches,
Mm-hmm.
we may just waste the money and components and he might not come back anyway. as long as they every 10 days do the keep his body fresh, we'll be able to revive him for sure. But we may want to kill Agasia first.
Yeah, good point.
So have you guys reconvened? If you left and gone out to the rest of everybody?
We'll cover his body back up and head out.
How does Argyle feel about this line of thinking?
I mean, hey, if he's just dead but kept preserved, he can't be killed again during that time. So he's technically safe right now.
Is he?
I mean,
I
if you
guess.
manage to resurrect him again, then suddenly he's another target again.
That's true. Yeah, Urgel did consider that. But also feels like it'd be kind of messed up to take that decision away from Anzen, especially if maybe he has or wants to be involved because of this or more involved. I don't know. But yeah, if
His
he
soul's
genuinely
trapped,
is, yeah.
I don't know if there's a way to find that out.
Without trying something very expensive and then it failing.
Yeah.
DM.
Yes.
I have all the my enchantment spells are now Onomancy, correct? That was what I did last downtime. Do you remember?
I don't, for sure.
I spent a month.
Okay. I know you were working on it. I couldn't remember if you finished it or not, but that's cool.
Okay. And with the box, do I think I could capture all the souls that Agasia? Like if he say just release them, would I be able to trap the souls at the same time? I'm not sure. Is it like a vacuum Luigi's Mansion or
If he released them, that's interesting. I think at that point there's too much of them used up, too much of the spirit energy. You kind of got to trap it from a freshly dead body. But is Soul Cage? Soul Cage is an enchantment though, right?
No,
I think
that's
it's
necromancy.
Right.
But using the focus, I don't know if I have discovered any new magics that I could just capture the souls with.
Oh.
Using the artifact.
Yeah.
So I can keep them there for safekeeping. So they're
Okay. Yeah, since that's just a minor alteration, do you have the Soul Cage spell?
I don't. I need to
Okay.
learn that.
You think if you had the Soul Cage spell and you used this as a focus for it, you think you could roll to try to attempt to capture souls released in that way.
Okay. I'm going to request from the Stradava that we search for that spell scroll.
Okay. I guess that's for you guys.
What level? 6 level necromancy.
So this is we're all discussing this after you'd come back and kind of relayed what your findings were with the Speak with Dad.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're all pretty much on the same page that this at a glance seems like Agasia or somebody from Agasia's crew pretending to be Celestial Torchlight to try to get us to go against them.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we are all agreed.
Okay.
Would identify? We already left, but
Yeah.
if I identified a body, would it tell me if I could revive that person, or that their soul was?
No.
Yeah. Does identify say the condition?
It would tell you if there were any spells actively on that body, on that
Okay.
you know.
Okay. But a soul
But-
being kept somewhere else is not considered a condition or a spell
Yeah,
on the
That's
thing.
beyond the a first level spell's
Yeah.
potency.
We are in
Something-
Silvery Moon. Do you have better advantage on finding spell scrolls in Wizard City?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Yeah, you have a better chance of finding them in Silvery Moon, especially a larger city and such a pro magic city such as Silvery Moon.
I'll go to holy crap, what is it? Pelicraft Scrollworks?
Holy shit.
Wow. I got a little bit of a memory sometimes.
Nice.
Remember the stuff that doesn't really
Guess it comes
matter
to being a
me.
wizard.
I'm gonna go to Pelicraft Scrollworks and see if they have any rush orders or completed scrolls of Soul Cage.
Okay. Yeah, give me a D100. Wait, is it? It's nighttime right now, right?
I think it was the evening when we got here.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
it was-
You would know they're closed.
Okay.
Oh, so we may need to hold up in an inn or something until the morning.
I
We
would-
should tell the people here that we want them to hold off on reviving Jansen.
I don't think he had life insurance.
Yeah, so they'll
Right,
be
but
preserving
let
him
him
right
know
now.
like that we do want him preserved. If we need to pay
Oh,
anything to
yeah.
maintain the preservation / storage of his body until such time as we are ready to revive him.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically let him know that we want to keep his body retained in the cold locker or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. Annihilus Orana says, very well. I will get somebody to attend to that. If you learn anything, let me know. I would very much like to see that these perpetrators are brought to justice.
We definitely will. We have a pretty good idea of who it is, and it's not who it looked like. They were
But-
purposefully disguised to look like the opposite party.
Interesting.
We have our own research to do on that matter.
Do you know of the best place to find a soul bind spell? Is that right, Liston? Or soul cage? Soul cage spell, it might be necessary if they have trapped Anzen's soul. We may need that to get it back.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I give her bardic inspiration?
Sure.
I don't
How
know
does-
that she
What
needs
does that
it.
look like?
Never mind. I don't know.
Listens behind the guy she's talking to, doing the Charleston or
I'm
whatever.
just whistling.
You just like strum a couple chords, like we could use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Manasa. Roll bardic inspiration if you'd like. Unless you think an 18 is enough.
You got it for 10 minutes if we.
D12, 22.
Yes, 22.
He says, and what do you need a soul cage spell for? Not that I would know what such a thing is.
If we are able to free the souls from the person that we believe has them, then we may need the soul cage to prevent them from reacquiring the souls. We do not intend to use the soul cage to permanently trap the souls. We want to be able to put the souls back in the bodies.
Who is it you think perpetrated this crime?
I'm not going to give you a name because I honestly think that that would be very dangerous for you. I will merely say a very, very powerful lich.
A lich.
Yes.
I mean, just best guess. Do you have a name?
I do.
Are you trying to protect this lich?
No, I'm trying to
Ma'am.
protect you.
Don't worry about me. It is my job.
You don't know what you're getting into with this lich.
That's fine.
I kind of look at the others like, what do you guys think?
Does this guy seem like he legitimately understands the danger, or more of a just like a pride thing?
Pretty sure these
Like
guys
he's just like,
were responsible for the Black Razor getting stolen. So
Make an insight check, meat.
Hmm.
or,
It is hard to read. He's
Yeah,
got a
'cause-
steely gaze.
Because he's one of the guys that like we're like, oh yeah, don't worry, we'll make sure this goes back to the person who properly owns it, and it'll be safe or whatever. Like these people.
yeah, that was their outfit that fucked up. So we already know
That's
that
true.
they're.
These are
Alright.
fucking mall cops.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Meat's giving him bombastic side eye right now.
We are the SWAT team, and these are frickin' mall cops. Okay?
Meat's just gonna like put his hand on your shoulder and be like, we have important things to do.
Do you want your scroll or not? I did say I was part of, head of Silvery Moon Intelligence. Did I not? Do you know what
Did
kind
you not
of
say that
useful
the Black
information?
Razor sword would be safe and
I'll
not
give you the
kill
name.
people?
Everyone's like, just
But
tell
it's
him.
on you. I warned you. His name is Agasia.
Any known accomplices?
Makni and Kakya.
Geja, Makni, and Kakya.
Also Nunya.
And Nunya. Understood. 4 accomplices.
Also D's.
All right, I'm rolling an insight. Oh, he beefed that. And D's. Any more that you can tell
Nope.
me? That's 5.
All we know.
Ignore my idiots. It's 3. It's Makni, Kakya, and Agasia.
Hmm. Understood. The youth these days.
Don't I know it?
There's
I am
so
like the oldest
many
one
more
here.
accomplices.
How old do I think that this guard is? Because he's an elf, right?
He's a high elf, yeah, so it's, somewhere between like 30 and 900.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Man, their 30s are just like they're going forever, right? How old does an elf have to be before they look like old?
Yeah, that's like I don't know.
Has nobody ever seen an elf that old? Because something will happen in those like 1,000 years that will just
Right.
lead to their death.
It's like every 20 years in this world everything just like gets like flipped upside down. So I don't know how anybody lives past
Yeah,
like
like half
30.
the pantheon of gods die, and it sunders the universe, and reality breaks and shit. And it's like, oh hey, elves were starting to get up there in years, but not anymore.
So he says, "Wait here," and he walks out, leaves, comes back with pretty thick scroll. Definitely looks like a level 6 scroll, and hands it to Liston.
Oh. Nice.
What do we owe you?
If you apprehend or destroy the criminals, I would like to know about it. If you apprehend them, I'd like you to bring them back, if possible, for interrogation.
I have a feeling apprehension is off the table for their methods of
Yeah.
resistance.
You did say Lich. I don't have high hopes of a Lich being apprehended, but his accomplices would be nice.
The last time we fought a lich, it turned him into soup. I just points at Liston.
That is liable to happen. I'm glad you got better.
Thanks.
Anything else, Stradava?
If you hear anything about the 3 that I told you about, I would love any information you may hear as well. I don't know that you'll hear anything, but if you do.
Understood.
And should
do
you
I-
encounter them, I would suggest that you let us know instantly so we can come and give you backup.
Yes, sending to any of us would be sufficient.
Do you have a preference for who receives the sending?
Me.
Liston, you have the sending spell, right?
Yeah.
Understand. Meat, was it? Or do you prefer Sunvara?
Okay, now.
Doesn't matter for the purposes of the spell.
Actually, you should tell
Probably
us.
send it to Liston just in case we're not all together. Liston can then send a sending to the people not with us.
I think that's very wise. Good night, Stradava.
Do you know if Anzen's house? We're gonna need somewhere to sleep tonight. Is it gonna be a crime scene for the?
They should be just about wrapped up there.
Okay.
I be brave to sleep there tonight, but
We may or may not, but it would be nice to know our options.
Are we gonna get
you-
haunted by Anzen?
you will not be barred entry.
Thank you.
He kind of bows slightly and he says, "Good night, Stradava."
I bow slightly to him, even though as I put my head down, I'm rolling my eyes, like not visibly, like my eyes are shut but rolling.
Did DM, did you get a chance to think about locate object
I did.
onomancy?
Yes, I did. I think that Liston thinks it's worth a shot.
Okay. We need our rest.
We do. Do we want to investigate Anzen's house tonight and then rest, or do we want to rest and investigate Anzen's house in the morning?
We probably want to investigate the crime scene as fresh as it can be.
Yeah,
I agree.
Let's do it now.
Argyle, let's put that nose to use.
I would like to go check on my dad while they're doing that.
Okay. What do you tell the rest of the group?
You guys, this is all got me just a slightly concerned. While you're all doing that, I'm gonna go see how my dad's doing for the night. And if
Is
you need
he-
me,
Does he live in Silverymoon?
Yep.
Okay.
We should all just go there then. to
Yes,
check
we should
first.
all go there, and then we should take him with us or send him somewhere.
Because splitting up right now is off the table.
Yeah. We will all
Alright.
go to check on your dad with you.
let's go do that then.
All right. Yeah, you guys march through town. It's pretty quiet. It's gotten full dark now. The lanterns by the roadsides are lit by their ever burning torches installed. And you make your way downtown to where Glenn Gillian stays. You walk up to his cozy little house.
I'll knock on the door.
Yeah, you knock and wait. You wait a
Oh.
little bit more.
Open the door.
You open the door, and Glyn is like 5 feet away from the door, on the way to the door with a crossbow. And he goes, "Ah!" And he like points it in your direction. Sees that it's you, drops it. It fires, goes off, just sticks into like the door jamb, just kind of like a foot to your left.
Hey.
Oh my God, Galavar, I almost shot you.
Hey, your aim's terrible.
I'm sorry about that. I've been a little bit on edge. How are you? How are you doing? Are you all right?
I feel like I'm better than you right now. Why are you so on edge?
Well, I'd just fallen asleep, and then all of a sudden there's a knock at the door, and
That's
didn't
fair.
and what with your boss coming by, and he is quite intense, scary.
Yeah. Yeah,
Scary.
you said Arden came and saw you, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
It was all kind of weird. He shows up. Oh, by the way, come in. Close the door. Does
right.
anybody want anything? Tea? No?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll have some tea.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll put some tea on. And he's kind of goes into the next room, and he's kind of just like kind of yelling back to you guys as you hear him like making some tea, and starting a fire, and heating up some water.
Okay, since I know that there's people running around doing illusion shit, I want to do like an insight check or perception maybe, just to make sure this is actually Galavar's dad.
Okay, yeah. So usually seeing through illusions would be more like an investigation.
I have true seeing. I'll cast
On
it.
right now?
No, but I'll cast it on Manasa.
Okay. Manasa, listen casts a spell on you, and all of a sudden you're seeing all kinds of weird shit. There's like these, you actually almost,
Have I had true seeing on me before?
I'm not sure.
I don't
Have
know.
you?
I don't know if I have leftover. We've cast it before. I don't know if I used all of the.
Oh, ointments and stuff?
Yeah, I don't know that I have any. I don't think so, actually.
Or that mushroom powder you snort?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. You want to make an investigation check?
Yes.
All right. You give Glyn, like, you're kind of peeking into the kitchen while he's making the tea, and you kind of give him a once over, and you don't see anything out of sorts. The shadows look right. His hand isn't like phasing through anything. Clothes seems to fall just the right way. No clipping.
Okay.
He says, "Yeah, so he comes in and he's like, I'm looking for your son." And he was kind of like loud and gruff, and then he and I'm like, have we met? Do you know Galavar? I try to shake his hand. He refuses to shake my hand. Just kind of stands there in the doorway. He doesn't close the door. It is just really, really freaked me out.
Did he touch anything or sit down while he was here?
No, in fact, I eyeballed Or I mean, I made a mental note of the fact that he didn't touch anything, and I was thinking maybe he's a germaphobe or something. I don't know. Or yeah, I don't know.
How long ago was it that he stopped in?
When was that?
I want to say fairly recently, but
Few
then
days
again,
ago, like within a week.
Would it have corresponded to the same night, or would have been a different night than the events that happened with Argyl's dad? I guess is what I'm trying to get at.
It was. So I guess it was about 10 days ago.
Okay.
It was sometime in the last 10 days.
So a different event.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
Definitely
yeah, probably
not-
not on the same day.
and not recent enough for Argyl to try to pick up a scent to see if it smells familiar.
If he didn't touch anything, he may not have actually been here. It may have been some kind of
Oh.
illusion.
Like a projected image.
Yeah.
Hmm. That is
Glenn
a very
comes
good
out with the tea and
possibility.
hands it out to everybody.
thank you.
Of course, yeah. Um. Yeah. So what's going on?
Oh, we were just in town doing some investigations, and you know,
You need to be honest, guys. He needs
Your life
to
is
know.
in mortal danger.
Oh boy. Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Oh, sorry, you said honest, not brutally honest.
I'm glad you're here. I'm not dead yet, and you're here, which just improves my chances so much, I imagine. So,
We need to send him somewhere safe, guys. We need
I
to
was thinking maybe you could spend like a week or two with Mom.
That's exactly what I was thinking, and I do have plane shift today, and I have the spell slots.
oh wow, wow, that would be. I mean, I can go grab a suitcase.
Yeah,
no time.
You can do some research while you're up there. Check out the celestial plane a little bit more.
Yeah, research, right? Cool. Yeah, I'll when, how much time? Like now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And he runs upstairs.
I go with him. We're not leaving him alone at this point until he's gone.
Oh, yes. Yes. Feel free to come up. My room's a little bit of a mess, but and it's like not all that messy.
He's one of those people.
Um, but yeah, he just like pulls out a suitcase and he's just like throwing like shirts and pants and he matches like a couple belts to like some shirts and then shakes his head like
Yeah.
what am I doing? Just like throws 3 of them in there.
Meat's gonna come up the stairs and like enter the room whole with like arms full of just all of the like different foods in like an ice box he might have or like off the shelves. Like here,
Oh.
you'll need this.
Oh yeah, of course. I guess I don't know I don't know where to get food or what while we're there.
Yes, you small squishy ones are very fragile and need your nourishment.
Right. Um yeah, we leave the small squishy ones, we leave the fighting up to you. Um and he finishes up packing. He throws like 3 blank notebooks into his bag and some ink and quills.
All right, I know this is probably just a waste of money, but I've got to do it. I'm not going to feel good if I don't. I'm greater restorationing him just in case something got left on him when Arden came to visit.
Okay.
So I have 3 dust.
Can you post Greater Restoration?
Sure. So I can. It could be charmed or cursed. If there's a charm or a curse on him, it would be gone.
Got it. Yeah, you cast your Greater Restoration on him. He says, "Uh, what was that? Was that?
Just a heal. Just like a little
Oh,
protection.
okay. Yeah, ooh, feel good.
You like fix
Do I
fix
know if it
stiffness in his
like
knee.
does anything?
Um, you can make a Wisdom check.
Oh my god,
no.
I know nothing.
Yeah, he seems,
The same?
yeah, seems the same. What'd you say, Meat?
Like, did you fix like a stiffness in his knee or anything like that?
Oh, my my C5 was giving me a little bit of trouble.
Manasa, chiropractor.
I mean, I can grow entire limbs back.
Manasa, limb botanist.
Botanist.
He says, "Okay, well, I'm ready."
All right. I get out the tuning fork for the plane to send him to Galavar's mom. I think about, do I have to go with?
Which plane was that again?
Ooh, it
It was one of the
start with a
celestial
B.
ones.
Let's see if I can look at my. I got it here somewhere.
Bitopia?
Bitopia
Yes,
sounds
that's the
right.
one.
Excellent.
I forget what plane shift do I have to go with? Target UN up to 8 willing creatures.
It sounds like you do have to go.
I do have to go. Okay. So
They could
we'll
probably launch you
all-
back, right?
Well, I mean, I have a 7th spell, and I have an 8th and a 9th. So I can do 2 plane shifts. I can bring us back immediately.
Okay.
So if we want to go, get him settled in, and then come back.
Yeah, it should be good.
Okay.
Who all's going?
Yes.
I'll go.
I think we should all go.
Yeah.
I can take 9 total people.
We don't want to split up because who knows, a surprise attack could happen like in the few moments you're like going there and back.
Yeah.
I mean, like what? A full combat is like each round of combat is like 6 seconds, and we only go usually like what 5 rounds or so.
Yeah.
So
It's like less than a minute.
you come back and it's like that scene where that one guy walks into the room and like everything's on fire and there's like
Holding the
stuff
pizza
swinging
box,
around.
And he's just looking
Yeah.
around like, what?
Like Manasa
What?
coming back to everybody else, like what the hell?
Yeah, I say we all go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we all stand in a circle, hold hands.
Hold hands.
Oh, he like puts his luggage between his legs and like grabs onto you guys.
And then I plane shift us to Bitopia, and I think that I can, if I know where I'm going, like if I've been there, which I have, I can like go right to Galavar's mom or where we were before.
Okay. Up in the mountains.
Yeah.
All right. You guys appear. The air is sweet. It's the perfect temperature. Like a very picturesque, like waves of like air carrying like flowers, like wafts by. It's sunny. Once again, you're on Bitopia, where you look up and there's like another, plane essentially up above you, and And yeah, there you are, in the celestial plane of Bitopia.
Do we, looking around, do we see Galavar's mom?
No, you don't see anybody.
I'll send her a message.
All right. What are you gonna tell her?
I will tell her that, hey, Mom, we're here with Dad, hoping you can hang out with him for maybe a couple weeks. We are here. Manasa, where are we at?
Where we first saw her as a celestial.
Where we first found you.
Oh, Galavar. Okay, of course. Yes, I'll be right there. And there is like a shimmer on the wind, and she seemingly steps out of the wind and into view, and is there in front of you guys. She says, "Oh, Stradava, welcome back to Bitopia. Glenn, it's good to see you." "Ah, yeah, good to see you too. I guess I'm gonna be staying here for a little while they sort some stuff out." "Well, of
Mhm.
course. I will make sure you are well taken care of."
We very much appreciate it. I know you know Anson, or you've heard. Have you met? Yeah,
Anson,
yeah, you met him when we were all together at the Stradavonghold.
he came here once too.
Yes, yes, he did.
Mhm.
Yes, the
He
wizened old tiefling. He was very polite.
he was killed,
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
and since they're going after our loved ones, we want to make sure that Glenn is safe.
You see like a flash of like green energy roll through her irises, and she seems to tense up a little bit. There's like a little bit of sound, just the slightest sound of her like uh, sandaled boots, like kind of scraping the dirt. And she says, "Glenn will be safe here. Get your justice."
Thank
on.
you. We have every intention of bringing Yanzen back to life, but at the moment we're not sure we'll be able to. And we want to make sure that we want 100% sure that we can bring him back before we attempt to.
You take care of what you need to take care of. Glenn, I have found some very nice wines. We should go try them. He says, "Oh yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Stradava, Galavar. Uh, I guess I'll be seeing you all later.
We will come back to get you when it is safe again.
Thank you.
I can't imagine anywhere safer." As he smiles up at
His
the
celestial wife.
his celestial
Yeah.
wife.
All right.
Big lady.
She grabs like both of his like bags in one hand, kind of like slings them over her shoulder, and they put arms around each other and start walking away.
All right. Hold hands, everybody. In a circle. Get in a circle.
All right.
And
You ever see these places and wonder why we don't just like, like when we go to all these amazing places, like literally heaven and things like that, and we're just like, nah, let's go back into the shit. Let's go right back into the danger.
Yeah.
Can we?
There's
put-
always a little bit of a low, like when when you're on a celestial plane and then go somewhere else, that kind of hits you, no matter who you are.
like getting out of the shower and it's like cold air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It just
Like it feels
man,
good
I
and it
was
just feels
so,
shitty.
Yeah, I was so comfortable, and now I'm less comfortable.
Yeah.
Can we
All right.
plane shift? We're going back to the Strata Vonghold, right?
We can, if that's where you want to.
Well,
Did
we
we-
need to
But we
investigate
need to
the
check on the
Yeah.
house
yeah,
first.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I
Mhm, mhm.
think we'll plane shift. I'm gonna try to get us. And actually, I read plane shift. I can get us close to where I think. So it might not be like I'm gonna think of Anzen's house, and we'll end up somewhere in Silvery Moon. It may or
Okay.
may not be Anzen's house. So
That's
it says
fine.
it's up to the DM's discretion.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think we gotta be outside of Silvery Moon.
Oh yeah, that's right. I probably can't plane shift right into it. So I'm going to
Yeah.
attempt to plane shift
Yeah.
to the tree that I know of outside Silvery Moon.
All right. You plane shift everybody pretty much directly to the tree outside of Silvery Moon. You know this tree so well, and you with a spray of leaves, you guys all appear and scare some young couple that was out on a walk.
Oh, they out on a walk. They were sucking face.
They
Don't mind us. We just came from heaven.
they they roll away from that tree that you guys come out of, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's them! It's actually them!" Oh, I thought you like, I thought I for some reason I thought you would like actually come out of the tree. Like that's what they always say. You just like come out of the tree, but like
Well,
you're
this is
just like,
plane. We came from another plane, so it's a little different. We do normally come out of the tree, though.
Listen,
Oh.
play that "Fell from Heaven" tune that you got going.
Yeah. I'll start strumming.
the young man has a bottle of wine and it's like half empty. You can hear, and he says, "Oh, we brought you some wine in case you wanted it. We know we think you like alcohol, right?"
Have you ever tried this thing called what I call it, a guave? Or what was it?
You're
guave.
you're on.
Or
Yeah, I think
guave?
it's a guave. Yeah.
Jorguave?
Yeah, Jorguave. Yeah, Jory. Yeah, Manasa Jory. Yeah, Jorguave. That stuff's like pretty expensive. It's like it's pretty high demand.
I imagine that I have a bottle of Jorguave I make it, so
give a bottle.
yeah. I pull a bottle of Jorguave out and I hand it to him.
He starts crying. His girlfriend there is like getting kind of irritated at him, just like
Fangirling.
over you.
This is the best night of my life.
This is great. Oh my God, I'm gonna drink it all. I'm just drink it all right now.
Make
You
sure
should-
you
you
share it
should
with your
share it.
sweetheart there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Lilibeth, we're gonna. She's like, yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Oh, this is so cool. All right. Good night.
Good night. And then we head toward Anzen's.
You make the trek to Anson's house. Takes you about half an hour. You get there, and everything's all buttoned up. They've none of the signs or markers or anything that they had strewn about are there anymore.
It no longer looks like a crime scene.
Yeah.
All right, we head in.
All right, you head in. The door is unlocked. You walk in and it's dark. It's really dark. None of the lights are on.
I imagine that we could just light a fire in the fireplace, or
Yeah,
Before we
Anson's
just-
got a few
Lamps or something.
continual some like lighting fixtures that are magical, the continuous flame type lights. Don't put off any heat, just light. You guys have seen him before. He says a little pass word, a simple it's like a partial of a light cantrip, essentially, turns them on and off.
Yeah. Argol, before we start looking around, I think you want to check for any unfamiliar scents or see if you can maybe smell who was here besides Anson.
Yeah, our girl's gonna do a smell check.
I'll bardically inspire that with my last.
Okay.
one.
Give me that sniff check.
Check. That's a perception, right?
Yeah. All right.
Ooh.
D12 if you wanna go over the top with it.
I had a D12. Yeah. Why not?
Oh shit.
Argol doesn't have a beautiful mind. He's got a beautiful nose.
Yeah, there's your blood is running hot still. And especially as you come into this place that is a crime scene that has taken your father, hopefully temporarily, but that's bad enough. And you really like start taking it in. You do what you sniff over here, and you like start making your way through the house. And at first, you get this like Axe body spray kind of thing that investigator had on earlier. That was that greeted you when you got here. And you kind of push that back. You kind of blow some air out of your nose to reset it. You go room to room and you start sniffing. You get quite a few people, of various, various body types and compositions. You can smell like what they've eaten like before they got here. And then you catch that familiar whiff, whiff of. It's the smell of nothing, of like sanitation, of preserved flesh that doesn't rot, doesn't sweat. It's almost a non-smell, but it is a smell, and you catch that. There were definitely some preserved undead beings that were here.
Oh my god, did they smell like a hospital?
Ew. Yeah, I explained that to everybody. It's like I've smelled this before.
Hmm.
Definitely something undead here.
And as you move around, you get to the unsettling scene. You go downstairs and you see the blood spatter on the walls, and like that kind of sprayed with little pinpricks. It wasn't like a slashing wound. It was blood that kind of came off with impact on the walls and ceiling. You can see where he appeared to be dragged into an open space nearby, and the blood in that area, of course, being completely incinerated to ash in the circular area, along with the floors and a couple legs of a chair that was kicked over to make room, and a almost a very, very noticeable outline of where Anson was laying as this 10-foot radius, you know, strike of holy fire seemed to slam into the ground, leaving another, piece of, or the rest of the symbol that that slammed down with this radiant energy. The rest, of course, being left on Anson himself.
Or does it make any sense now looking at the symbol, like the rest of the symbol on the floor?
Do you want to do an? I'll do like an investigation check if you want to kind of like piece together what you saw on Anson and what you see on the floor.
So the only ones that saw that on Anson would be Argyle and Liston, because they could
That's
describe
true.
it, but I mean they're the ones that saw it in full detail.
Right.
So I
Yeah,
think they'd probably be the only ones to
paying
make the.
attention to that. Is listed up here with me.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I think Liston would be the only one that could make that check.
Yeah, I'll. What is that, investigation?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn.
It's too bad you can't bardically inspire yourself.
Sprite.
But his sim can.
Yeah, done that.
Yeah, with a 28, you like close your eyes for a second and you can see, the markings that were left on Anson, and interpose them with what you see on the floor here, and give me a religion check. It seems to have left somewhat of a common symbol, generally used by followers of Merkel.
Merkel.
Do I?
Steve Merkel?
Is there any expanded knowledge on Merkel?
Oh yeah, Merkel is god of death.
Ah.
He's one of the known as, we might all know as the Dead Three.
The Dead 3.
Dead 3.
Okay.
Is he related? Wait, is Jurgle one of those?
So what you would know is that Merkel, Bane, and Ball were a group of adventurers that went after the god Jurgle, god who is the god of tyranny, death, and murder. That he had all three of those domains to himself, and these three adventurers came after him, and they defeated him. And while he lay there defeated, he watched them then proceed to fight each other for days on end, until he was just like, "Hey, why don't I just give each one of you one of these domains, and then I'm gonna retire." And Jerkel then became known as the Seneschal, and he now kind of helps keep track of dead, the souls of the dead, and make sure that they get to where they need to go in the afterlife. And Bane, Merkel,
guy.
and yeah, Bane, Merkel, and Ball are now the gods of those domains.
Murder.
Wow, he retired to being an undead taxi driver.
Hmm.
Wait, are we paying the former god of murder and tyranny?
Hmm.
But yeah. Other names for Merkel are the Lord of Bones, Old Lord Skull, and the Reaper.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, somebody you would surmise that somebody that worships the god of death um has did the smiting.
And I imagine that the god of death is not someone that Celestial Torchlight would generally be.
Well, we know Arden worships Tyrus? Tyrus?
Tempest.
Yeah.
Tempest.
Tempest. That was the fighty worship,
So-
right?
That's right.
Yeah, like-
Tempest is the god of battle,
Yeah, the temples of Fight Club.
also known as the Foe Hammer.
I don't know if I'm more insulted by the actions that they had committed or the fact that they thought we wouldn't know it was them.
Pretty sure they think we're stupid.
Hmm.
Or they were just trying to provoke us in any way whatsoever.
And if
Well-
they have ends in soul now, then they have a bargaining chip. They have something we want, and we have what they want.
Something I think we should keep in mind is, as far as we know, they don't know that we know. Listen, remember that thing you mentioned earlier with the whole maybe having the two fight each other and then we come out on top?
Yes. You
Well, I'm
thinking
sure.
of doing a good, bad, and the ugly situation.
Kind of just convincing both sides to end up showing up at a certain place under false pretenses. Agasia under the idea that we reach out to him or he thinks that we are on his side because of this atrocity that the Celestial Torchlight supposedly committed. Things like that.
We could.
I like it.
We could.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm down for a showdown.
Yeah.
Because it'll need to
agree.
happen. But if we can control the terms, at least the way the engagement starts or where the encounter is.
I'm viewing a fight of epic proportions coming, and I think we should do it in the plane of standing stones.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the plane of standing still. I'm just like, how would that work?
They would be able to see us.
I think we should do it in the fallen city of Netheril. It's only right.
Hmm. The
I
question
have not
is-
heard of this plane before. Can you please tell me more about it and why we were fighting there?
It's
Mhm.
on this plane. It's the focal point of the last sundering.
When you say
That's-
last sundering,
Ominous.
I mean I know what it is, but you should refresh Galavar's memory.
Do we know what plane Agasia's from?
Oh, yeah.
I think we sussed it out, but I'm not. I can't remember.
Because he like showed, but he didn't say what it was exactly, right?
We had our suspicions.
And Tethys was what he said.
Oh, he did say. Okay.
I think you guys either, I don't know, you found out in some way, shape, or form. I don't remember if he told you or if you found out.
So, I don't know if there's anything we can do with that, but we're gonna fight on another plane.
No, it's this plane.
It's just a place.
It's like a
Alright.
desert.
Fallen City. Wait a minute.
Ping, ping, ping.
Let me hold on.
Wait,
I'm
hold on,
zooming
I
out
need to
now.
zoom out because I'm like way
Yeah.
far in. Okay.
Oh, it's over
What were you?
there.
Oh, way out there? Wait, isn't that near the fortress?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fortress is
The
south.
obelisk was like right here, wasn't it? It was like just before.
Yeah. Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It wasn't on a rock. I think it was like just over here somewhere, southwest.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
You know, in
we
case
would
the
have
DM in
the.
case the DM wants a to get a battle map ready or something.
Well, here's the thing. So, if that is the place, what would be the pretense that we could put in to get them there?
Kind of far away.
Neutral area?
The neutral area, and we will bring the object. They can scry on it, confirm its location. We will bring the artifact. Both of them want that more than anything.
This is true. Do you think the MIP could help?
I feel like anyone that's not us, ninth or
Might just get in the way.
yeah, is gonna
True.
get caught in the crossfire of
Or have their own
They're
intentions.
going to become a hostage or a meat shield.
the most epic showdown of highest level magics, and yeah.
Ultimate showdown.
Man, this Sweet 16, I mean, final showdown is going to be so awesome.
What kind of spot would you be trying to pick?
A good one.
If there's
In
if there's like ruins, like if like I'm just imagining like a desert area, but like surrounded by ruins of the fallen city.
Famous location of the Sundering. Where a hole opened up. I would really like to find the phylactery of Agasia.
Oh
I
yeah.
would like to kill this
Shit,
man,
that's right.
whom I believe to be manipulating the memories of any of his allies. Yellowware does not like memory manipulation.
Oh yeah, didn't it come out like something was discussed about the possibility of manipulation?
The box has that ability too when reviving a soul.
Oh, okay.
Do you think Ageja would accept a wager?
Oh, you thinking of making a bet with him to bring his phylactery?
Bring the phylactery to us, and we'll bring the artifact.
I
That's-
think he would see through that.
But I mean, if I know egotistical wizards, like I think I do, I feel like an open challenge like this might actually draw him out the way we want.
But why would he bring it? That's my question. If
I mean, if I'm able to confirm that it's his phylactery, and then he knows this, I could say like, we're not bringing the artifact unless you bring your phylactery.
But what if we get there and he doesn't have his phylactery?
Then we just leave. I mean,
We don't bring the artifact. We have the ability to send the artifact from a safe location to where we are.
You don't think Agasia would have precautions to prevent us from leaving once
even
we
if
face to
we
face?
leave, if it's just in a bag of holding, my sim could just take it out, and he wouldn't be able to access it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Because if you have the bag of holding, you can take it out from another direction.
Yes.
Forgot about
The question
that.
is, how would we be able to go that angle while also convincing him that we're on his side?
We're not.
Yeah,
I'm
I
suggesting
think
an
we've
actual
given up that.
showdown.
Yeah, we could just say, hey, we know that you killed Anzin. We want a chance to kill you. We'll bring the artifact, you bring your phylactery, and
We'll
we'll
sort it out.
duke it out.
Hmm.
A battle of wits has turned into a battle of strengths.
I don't know. That sounds more like a battle of egos.
This one's got one big ass ego though. So
Yeah, he keeps swinging it around his giant magnum ego.
Jesus Christ.
Oops! I dropped the condom from my magnum ego.
My mom's
Oh,
Lord.
my magnum ego.
Yeah. I'm glad you knew what I was referencing.
Oh, Ellie and I are currently watching through we're on like season 9 of Sunny right now. We're every day we're watching like 4 episodes of Sunny.
God,
I
there's
feel
so
like
much
I've
of it.
watched. I feel like I've watched so much of that, yet so little, because it's like a fever dream anytime I watch it, and I have no idea how much time has passed.
It's
It's
so
just
good.
ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, so then we're thinking. I don't know who all's for the idea of just going full on, no illusion, just mano a mano kind of showdown thing with them.
I mean, I feel like he might go for that. I feel like the only way to get him to bring the phylactery would be that.
I mean,
Because
yeah. If we're-
trying to trick him, he would know immediately when we asked him to bring the phylactery that we're trying to trick
Yeah.
him.
And
Now-
if we look at like how they're moving more recently, like it's just getting riskier and riskier to the point where I feel like they're
They're getting desperate.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you know what our girl's answer is going to be. So
I think I do as well.
Yeah, our girl wants to go the negotiative, the peace route.
Yeah.
let him go. Just give him an item and say good day to you, sir.
The turn the other cheek, right?
When do we want to do this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And
Well,
need to
I guess
sleep.
whatever preparation we need to do
we
first.
need to sleep.
We'd also probably. I don't
So
know how
let's
much warning
Head
should we
back
give
to
him.
the tree, and I'll take us back to the Stradavonghold. But
Mhm.
that will completely wipe me out of high-level spells for the day.
Yep. Let's head back there.
Okay.
Okay. Going back to the Stradavonghold then.
Yeah.
All right. You head back. It's quiet, peaceful. Your Sims are waiting there for you.
Sphinx is
Do we
just flying
run
around.
into Lilibeth and her bow? Or are they gone by now?
Who's that?
The guys that were waiting at the tree for us? The couple?
Oh, I thought you went back to the Stradavonghold.
Yeah, that's what.
Well, we had to go through the tree.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
they're long gone.
Okay.
Does it smell like an argument broke out?
I
Wine
don't know,
was
Argyle?
spilled, broken glass.
what?
Nothing.
What is it? Okay, yeah. I had to look up. I was like, do sphinxes have wings, or is that manticores, or both? And I couldn't. I assumed that the sphinx was just like flying around the mountain.
Those are birds.
She's passed out in the foyer of the White Plume Mountain.
Just covered in catnip.
She's been rolling around in it. All right, you guys go to bed then.
Sleepy time.
Yes.
Yup.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. The next day, sun rises, birds are chirping. It's like the natural world goes on.
Can I can scribe a soul cage How long does that take? I could do that in a day, right?
I think is it 2 hours per level?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can pick pull in all day and scribe that.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. Well, he's scribing. We should be making plans.
Yeah, like
Like-
how much of a heads up should we be giving Agasia? Because if we tell him to meet somewhere ahead of time, that also gives him that much time to prepare.
And we should we tell the Celestial Torchlight and have them meet us there to help kill Agasia? Or should we just try to kill Agasia ourselves?
Yeah, that's the question. Is if we're going in a full-on conflict where Agasia knows we are trying to kill him, will the Celestial Torchlight being there in that instance be a liability?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
they're right at our level, just less in numbers.
Then the question is, how do we arrange for the Celestial Torchlight to be there? Should we come level with them and just
I'm thinking
meet with them in neutral ground?
Yeah, I think we give them a location, the same as Agasia, and have them bring themselves. I don't want to just give them a free resource to get out, like in the middle of.
Yeah, I think they can bring themselves. They'll find a
Mhm.
way. I think basically we tell them, hey, we're challenging Agasia. We're going to ask him to bring us phylactery. We're going to bring the item. If you want to show up and help us kill Agasia, we can duke out the item afterwards.
Or just tell them to show up and help us kill Agasia. I don't think we want to put it on the table that we are willing to fight for the item. Because I think maybe if Agasia's out of the picture, they won't
They're gonna
care.
want to put that on the table, but we can try not putting it on the table first.
Just tell them, if they're like, oh, well, what about the item? Be like, all right, if you want to try to take the item from us, then you're not invited.
I'm just assuming that Arden or Paul are gonna try to get the. I mean, it's been now a day, right, since we talked with Corvash. Would he have responded or let us know if he's able to convince?
Oh yeah.
You haven't heard from him.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alright, I have Soul Cage in my bag. Should I have them RSVP to,
Yeah, should we send out the invites?
Does Soul Cage require any material components?
you know what I can do now is I can just share it real quick. Once my page loads up.
Looks like a tiny silver cage worth 100 gold pieces.
This is a little more than 100 gold pieces, right?
Oh, you're using the box. That's right.
Yeah.
And normally, would that be consumable?
I think the item being used is the thing that is the container.
The
Rather
soul
than, like-
is what, yeah.
Right, I know
consumable.
that, but I'm just curious. In normal Soul Cage, do you need 100 gold piece cage every
Oh.
time you use it?
No.
No,
Oh,
it's reusable.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it becomes that cage that is being used as the component is the cage that it's being held in, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Okay. I mean, that's like a day. Can I send out the invites?
Sure.
Sure.
um,
Do you want a party? Please respond. YN question mark.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
And Saturday.
How do I... There's no way for me to give somebody knowledge of a location to teleport to, right? I mean, the only thing I can think of is like encode thoughts, but I don't know if either of them know it. Maybe they do?
Yeah, can you attach files to Ascending?
Yeah.
I mean,
I want to attach
you could
maps.
Has to be a JPEG.
It's gonna be maps.
you could place something that they know of there, and
Yeah, but-
then have them scry on the item.
Would that work? Or if I...
I mean, you can scry on an item if they both know of an item.
Yeah, that was from that location. Or I could just tell them...
The artifact. Use that.
No, I'm thinking
No.
more like they've seen us, they know us.
Yeah, if I
An
have like
item
a
of
rock...
clothing of yours or something that
Wait,
that
damn,
they
wait,
know
hold on.
of. We can place it at the location
If I...
and then have them scry on that.
I think it's easier than that. If I have like a rock from where we're going to have the showdown, and then I give them the location of where to find that rock, or like somewhere they can easily teleport to, can they use that rock to get 100% success on the middle of the plane?
Yeah, I mean, if you bring a rock from that location, yeah, and they
But-
use teleport on it.
Okay, that's what I'm just gonna be like, hey, here is where a rock is. This rock will get you to where all this is happening.
I've left a special item for you.
But we have to get there first. So
Correct.
see,
And if
you'll-
we're going to the plane of standing stones, I'm not going to be able to help us. I very much think there's no trees there big enough for us to walk through.
that's okay. I mean, I think we'll be...
Unless we want to plant one. If you want to teleport us there and we plant a tree and I can grow it nice and big. I mean, I can do that, right? With plant growth?
Make a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That poor tree's gonna be like forcibly grown into a full tree in the middle of a desert, like desolate, and then it's just gonna wither after a while.
Where are we talking, DM? Is it like right... Where should we just say? Like right in the middle here?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah, I see now the fact that it's called the plane as in a flat area of standing stones makes it sound like it's a completely different plane of existence.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But it's just an open plane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
And it's
we-
also kind of funny because it's like a plane. It's a flat area of not flat areas,
Yeah.
right? It's
Uh-huh.
a plane of standing stones. It's not much of a plane to begin with.
Apparently we're going to the location of Oxymoron.
Alright. Can we teleport to MIP obelisk? We're just looking for a rock now. Also, non-detection on all of us before the day started.
Okay. Everyone's got non-detection. You guys teleport. Teleportation circle, I take it.
Yeah.
Out to near the MIP. Adamantine Citadel. And you don't actually go there, though. You go north to the plane of Standing Stones.
Yeah. And then we'll teleport. I'll just like do the location I'm not familiar with. That direction.
Gotcha.
So I'm just looking for a suitable area that will be large enough of a battle of this caliber.
If we see any tiny little watering holes, so that there's something that could water a tree if I,
With plant growth.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Any
you-
cactuses, maybe?
Oh,
Walk
maybe
out of a
look for an
cactus?
oasis or something.
Just a big ass cactus.
I mean, I could plant growth a cactus to make it a big ass
Ah,
cactus.
You ever
Holy
seen
shit.
a 100 on a D100? I haven't.
God damn.
All right. So, all right. Cool. We're there.
Are you sure you didn't roll 100
Let me, no.
like that?
No.
Yeah.
Rolling 100.
Holy crap. That's awesome. I've never seen that before.
Wow.
Yeah, when you teleport just Galavar. Interesting.
That's when you get the 13.
God.
Yeah, you teleport exactly to a place like you are imagining, and you are standing outside of the entrance of a ruin of a massive scale. You know, it's definitely Netherese in origin. You know, they did everything big and flashy because they had all the power in the world at their fingertips. And there is, well, I'll just, let me put you on the map.
Ooh, you got a map already? Oh, I gotta transfer the scenes.
He knew this is exactly where you would want to go.
Yeah.
Nasa, you could be a fake vulture.
Yes, I could.
They're here. Rah!
Did that vulture just talk? No. Rah. Hmm.
I also want you to roll roll another D100. Oh, you know what? I'll just use that 13. How about that?
Whoop.
How convenient. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I will concede to that. You can roll 60.
DM's just like, hey, let's just use that shitty roll that came out earlier, and we're like,
Do that again.
Hesman.
oh, I gotta find it again. Where is it?
Hey, listen. It was you when you use spells, you feel your connection to the weave damage, and that is, you know, when it is overly damaged, not only is it somewhat physically taxing to somebody who's so in tune with the weave, but you know, you can feel that that lack of responsiveness in the weave. You cast this teleport, you end up exactly where you want to be, and you don't feel that you've lost any magical capability. Oh, I'm sorry. You feel like you lost less magical capability than you should have. In fact, you gain back a spell slot of your lowest rank that you've spent. Yeah, which would be your non-detection, right? Which is a fourth. Third? Yeah, you get a third level spell slot back. I
It's almost
forgot
like
you
the
also.
weave wants you to be here. Oh god, it's going to his head. You've shit yourself.
Probably used more power. You probably would have lost some spell slots.
You would cast confusion on yourself. Or actually centered on yourself, so that would have hit anybody else that went with you too.
Oh god.
You would have teleported in, and you'd all been like, ah, like stabbing each other and like casting spells. And remember when Galavar fell off the roof of that house like 3 times in a row?
Oh man.
Okay. And where would you be? Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, to make sure that we know exactly where they're gonna like show up at, we could just chip a chunk of like stone off of the. Hmm. I mean, they really. I mean, the Celestial Torture really wants to kill Agasia, so I imagine they could do a lot of help with us. Oh, here's the thing, though. We want to be careful about how close they are to each other, because we want to establish if Agasia actually has his phylactery before they just start doing things. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Then yeah, say that that should be good.
All right.
Just make sure whenever we arrive here that Argorl's in front, because I don't think you want him having you between him and his father's murderer.
I've got you for 3 minutes.
Oh, you ain't going nowhere.
Get over here, Gasia.
Oh, for them, and then we're up at the top.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna have one of those standoffs.
Yeah. Do I just do a attack roll?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You
Don't
have
you
no
have, like, a
problem like taking
20?
a chunk off of it. With your legendary hammer and your 24 strength.
20.
Currently hopped up rage.
Oh my god.
Oh, but I wanted to see the high numbers.
Yeah, go ahead. If you want to roll an attack roll, go for it.
Also,
Yeah, we
it'd be
have a-
funny. It'd be funny if I just biffed it somehow.
That one. Yeah, I think a 26 and a 20 does it. Yep.
That's like just my
And a
bad.
24. Oh, wait, what's your con? Your con's like, what, 20?
I don't think I have a 20 in anything. Oh.
I think me and
Yeah,
Argorl are the
I think
only
so.
ones with 20 con.
Yeah, 20.
Barbarians.
I'm a fighter.
I have a 20 wisdom.
Well, that's just street smarts.
That's being a
And
druid.
nature.
I'm wise. I'm also super friggin' old, so
I don't remember. I have an 18 Constitution and
Okay.
18 Dexterity too. So
24, 18, 18 is not too bad.
yeah, my strength is 8. So
8 intelligence stuff. So
So what's next?
Make the deliveries and wait here?
No booby traps, no foul play, just straight up.
Okay, so how exactly do you get them to them? The rocks. Okay.
Ah. Pick like a dark corner, like corner booth, and then we'll hide it, like wedge it
Can you-
underneath the table.
Can you not just give it to the barkeep and be like, someone will come asking for this? He looks
You
like
want to
such
risk
and
a
such.
barkeep by having them hold that?
Yeah,
I mean-
I don't want to do that to a random barkeep.
From my understanding, a geisha isn't gonna just randomly kill people, right? Well, okay. No, you know what? You do it, you.
Yeah, me and Lister are both like, ah.
Is there?
Yeah, we don't want to fight a geisha's party and also an undead barkeep.
He just seemed like a fan of the bar. Okay, who's gonna blow up their favorite restaurant?
He will shaken and stir you.
Oh god.
Drop it off at the bakery.
Yes, we just have to put it somewhere where they will be able to find it. We can just tell them where it is. Mm-hmm. That's a really good idea. Pick
Or we
one of
could
those
place-
books
Right.
that like nobody would have any reason to read.
That should come in the just the base in inventory stuff that you get at level 1.
Yeah, hollow book.
I have one of those IRL.
Nice. Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh,
He
who's
looks
gonna
at
come
it
pick it
and
up?
he like really a gold? Oh, gold. Five plat. All right, a plat. All right, thanks.
You shouldn't have told him who you were before you asked him to hold the rock.
He like takes it and he puts it right in his pocket.
Okay.
I like this guy.
While we were still at the area, I did bring a seed along. We have to decide where we want the tree. Do we want it close by the place? Yeah, that's kind of where I was thinking. Is there any water anywhere here, or is it complete desert? I have control weather, so I will make a rainstorm. I will be watering this tree immediately after planting it with my.
You're gonna just make it rain here?
Yeah.
May it rain.
Oh, that's gonna start flash flooding.
Got it. Yeah, that works. Show me where the tree goes.
See that spot that someone that one, yeah,
Oh, top left.
might be good, except water tends to run down, and we might want a place where water could pool. So, like right below that, maybe. Like, yeah.
Sand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has to be big enough to walk through. That's the point of this.
Hmm. And I guess it doesn't really need to adhere to the standard laws of like what will make a tree grow, like direct sunlight and all that shit. Because you're just kind of like forcing it to grow, right?
I am very much forcing it to grow.
She's feeding it life energies from the positive energy planes themselves.
She's feeding it hippie energy.
It is pretty barren. You see, like, you catch, yeah, like some insects. It's like, if anything, you see some like insects of certain types.
I mean,
Now,
if there's
as a
vultures, there has to
druid,
be.
I would know what kind of plants would need less water, right?
True.
You know a lot of
So
shit
I
about
probably
plants.
would bring. Do cactus exist here?
Just make a giant agave.
You want to grow just like a giant cactus?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grow a giant ass cactus.
Sounds painful
Right?
to walk through.
Yeah, we're gonna have to walk through that, right?
The thing is, it's like a portal, so it's not like we're touching the cactus part when we're
Walk
walking
out
through.
sideways.
It's like the
Ah,
what's that surgery game where you
Inside
can't touch the
doesn't have-
edges?
Right.
Yeah, like
Operation.
Operation.
don't touch the edges.
Yeah, just don't touch the edges.
Uh,
I could see drunk Manasa doing that.
roll a D100, Manasa.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Manasa raises her hands as this giant cactus like grows up out of the ground, and as it does, it grows up and it gets like to like 30 feet tall and like 10 feet wide, and then Manasa just disappears.
Oh,
Did I banish myself?
Yeah, Galavar sees her
Oh, I invis
just standing
myself?
there.
Do I realize that anything is like? Do I realize I'm invisible?
You look down at your limbs and there's nothing there. Like you don't see anything of you.
Huh. Cool. I raise my invisible limbs and I would imagine
Manasa goes streaking, forgetting that our girl can see invisibility.
no.
our girl's blushing and nobody knows why.
Doing control weather. Although, a lot of like Wiccan stuff is all about being nude while they do like the stuff to call the rain or whatever.
Keep
But
it on,
no,
please.
I'm not naked. Although
right.
Manasa probably would not care. Manasa.
Galavar cares.
So.
Galavar's not.
Anyway, I would do control weather. Now, as I do this control weather, I can kind of control like the direction of the rain. Is there anything that would be helpful? I can't think of anything like.
Nothing that would not also possibly be a liability to us.
Okay.
Roll
'Cause, like-
4d4.
Yeah.
9. Okay. It takes you 90 minutes to make it rain here.
Okay.
But it starts raining. It gets really silty and muddy very quickly.
I probably would not have made a heavy rain.
Yeah.
Just because it's a cactus. It doesn't need a lot of water and it can probably soak up and store water for a while. And just for future, I probably will come back like once a month and just like make a light rain
Water the cactus.
to like water the cactus.
Yeah, druids trying to bring life back to the world where there is none. Um,
And
Roll-
I probably would have created a couple little like because plant growth can like
Yeah, it can do a lot.
a lot. So I probably would have created an entire little ecosystem right there with like all I probably would have just had the one big cactus and then a bunch of little brush type things that are good for like dry weather areas, like
Yeah.
little bushes that don't need a lot of water.
Yeah, that's cool. Um, Give me another D100.
This time on the Stradava, Manasa introduced an invasive species cactus.
The MIP are charging her with something.
They haven't figured it out yet, but they're gonna
I
charge.
mean, it's not like it could grow beyond my little area really because it's dry everywhere else. Although it might, I don't know.
DM's noting down invasive species becomes like carnivorous plant.
All right, what's next?
Did anything happen?
Not that you know of.
Oh god.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
Prepare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Uh, you get
What'd I
a
Mm.
get here?
you get a sending from Arden. It goes. If I could find my note, I have like 30 tabs open. Arden says, "The city of gilded shadows, in the Honorok Desert, Central Temple. Come, or this nightmare will never end."
Arden said that?
Mhm.
That
That
this
was in
is
my
where we
notes.
are. Isn't that where
Counter offer.
You're not so much you're in the Standing Stones, or the Plain of Standing Stones. Honorok Desert is in the Plain of Standing Stones, or I'm sorry, this Plain of Standing Stones is like within the Honorok Desert, but it's like more specific. In fact, you guys, this you identified the city of Gilded Shadows with a badass history check. Oh, did I?
You did
Yeah,
say
you said
Arden.
You
Arden.
did say Arden.
Yeah, I thought I told you that it was. Oh man, I thought you were scrying on Arden. What did I get mixed up? Because I thought you tried to scry. What did you try to scry on?
When?
I thought it was because I thought you tried to scry on Arden and then you gated Corvash to you guys.
Yeah, he was like, he hushed everybody and said they were being watched.
Oh.
I do remember that actually. Huh.
I might have gotten confused.
Uh-oh.
All right, Arden didn't send you a sending. We'll just that'll be the easiest part to retcon.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
Yeah, I don't know how I mix that up.
Arden and Agasia are very similar names.
They both have G in them.
Oh boy.
Cue every single character the player character made as a Z.
There's
Oh.
no more Anath and Ananas.
Hey, joke's on you.
Oh,
My
no.
character's gonna have a number as their name.
Probably be pretty hard to forget. So, yeah, you hide these rocks and you get some sleep. And did you contact them about it yet? What day do you set that up for? The next day at high noon. Okay. Okay. They both agree to it. Okay. All right. Want him to bring his phylactery.
Bring your 82 Volkswagen station wagon.
Yeah, he replies back that that's actually not possible.
Hmm. So does that mean his phylactery is something that is fixed at a certain point?
He says that but he says that he's confident that a bright wizard like you could figure something else out.
Oh, the ball's back in the court.
Oh. They're swinging at each other's egos.
That's what Galwar's been trying to tell
Just like
you.
the sending that a Geisha hears back is. "Duh!" Hmm.
He want you want him to give you the location of his phylactery? You want to make a an Arcana check? You know that it takes a little while for liches to reconstitute. Mm-hmm. He says he will bring an object. It's going to be hard to find a rock, though, from the location.
Hard to find a rock.
Can your phylactery exist in another dimension without you being there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wondering if his is in a different dimension.
Hmm.
Hmm. Sure. That is a funny number that you rolled.
Nice.
Give me 1 second. Where did I leave the stats? There we go. I actually opened up like a bunch of character sheets. Like I have a whole window of tabs that is just character sheets.
Oh, you were ready for things to happen a lot faster than they were, huh?
I mean, I was ready in case they did.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
All right, go! Breach and clear.
um, the heck is going on? That is a good thing to wonder about. Yeah. Uh, you don't sense anything duplicitous in Gej's voice, by the way.
Maybe he's that confident in his abilities. To be that Duplicatus.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Do you want me to just? Oh, I mean, I can get the stuff, but I wasn't sure what you were. You saying you were handing me the stuff, or you were giving me the true scene?
Oh, okay. It sounded like you were giving
Okay.
him the groceries for casting it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. Is like I'll hold on to the eye drops, I guess. Yeah, I'll go do that. How much does it cost? I'll just pull it out of my bank. Okay. Ugh. I think you just
Oh,
like
God!
fucking with your spells on me. This reminds me of that fucking tea party. Get rid of my fucking werewolf curse. Yeah. You spit in my eyes. That legitimate too. Yeah. Still haven't been able to sell that fucking tutu.
Yep, I believe it allows you to shoot a sunbeam every turn.
Pew.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sunbeam's like level 6, I think. I think I use that in Baldur's
Sunbeam is
Gate.
level 6, and Sunburst is level 8.
Damn.
I have both of those, so I could make you.
Like Meat and Argo are
Rolls
like,
if
what
you
should
need
we
'em.
do to prepare? And they just like awkwardly crack their knuckles.
Do a couple squats.
Yeah. Calisthenics.
Sure. Roll a D100.
Now, the best things to kill undead would be like sun type stuff, right? Okay. So I am going to have Sunbeam and Sunburst memorized for the day.
Man, you don't need Radiant or any of that stuff. You just need pain. Everything dies to enough pain.
Ouch damage.
Yeah. Right, all girl?
Yeah.
Our business is kicking their ass, and business will be booming.
And oh, there we go. All right. So, uh, what level spell is that again? 7? Yeah. Roll one more time. You don't find it. You wish? No, you could just wish that you had the scroll.
Can you wish for more wishes? What happens if you wish for more wishes?
Um. What happens is that it just it puts you in stasis. In that spot, you disappear. You're just sequestered completely, but you don't feel anything, right? Next thing you know, you're unsequestered. It's a day later. You have your spell slot back,
Yeah. Wow.
and then you can cast wish again.
That's really funny.
I don't remember. Probably no more than 4, unless you found some 9th level spell scrolls and scribed them, which I don't think you did. I think it was time stop you might have gotten rid of. Yes, time stop. Not as cool as the movie. Can you cast like delayed blast fireballs though to go off after it goes off?
I cast Bunker Buster.
Uh, go ahead and roll a D100. You just need a piece of it. Oh, 500 gold worth. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess.
adamantine's like worth a lot, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can find that. You've been around, people know you, you've been to all these shops and people, they like network, and they're like, oh shit, Stradivarius looking for some adamantine, who's got some?
How long does it take me to make a scroll?
Uh, quite a while.
Okay.
I mean,
Depends
you
on the
can
level,
make
right?
in 8 hours of work, you can, or one day's worth of work, you can make 200 gold worth. I think, yeah, 200 gold worth. So it depends on how much the scroll costs. Oh, Annihilus Orana.
Do you have Moonbeam, the spell? Do you want Moonbeam? 2?
Those are the levels uh and costs of spell scrolls. He replies that that is not something that they have available.
Well, in one day, I can make a Moonbeam spell. It is radiant damage and it's low level, so you can have a bunch of them. Level 2.
Oh, yes.
I have Moonbeam, I have Sunbeam, and Sunburst.
All right. Is that it?
For next week on the Strava, considering it's.
Well, how about this? A day passes. Everybody's feeling the nervous energy, maybe excitement, maybe rage. You're all feeling what you're feeling. And
I got a feeling.
yeah, let's go. Manasa, what are you feeling going into this day, knowing this is about to go down?
Um, Anxious? A little sad that I won't have any quality time with Katya, but otherwise pissed that they killed Anzin.
Galavar, how are you feeling?
Equally upset, but not as upset as maybe another party member. So more fidgety, more like a quiet anger.
Argral, what about you?
Our girl's just been quietly seething the whole time, but is like focused, like ready to fucking crack some skulls if necessary.
Listen, what about you? And meat, last but not least.
Kind of just like quiet and meditative, and just really just meditating on like what he thinks his upcoming opponents might do. Just focusing on that, trying not to psych himself out.
It's a good idea. And you make your preparations. You gear up. You suit up. What's that? Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, it most likely will just be a non-magical item that really will have no significance until you try to teleport there. Um,
That was your first mistake.
trust me or trust a Geja. The day comes. It is. Let's see. How many days have we played through today?
It's been several, hasn't it?
Two.
3?
Because we ended a night when we started today, and then we went
That's-
through another whole day.
I think
pretty
we're on the
much.
third day, yeah. We went through, like, we started the day because it was at night, and then we slept. That day, we did all the invitations, the
That's right,
plant
because we were gonna
growth.
stay in Anzen's house, but then we ended up not doing that and
Yeah,
going
we
to
went
do
back
something
to
else.
the Stradivarius to
Yeah.
sleep. When we woke up at the Stradivarius, we arranged the desert plan, like got the rocks, I did the plant growth, and then we went to bed with the
And
plans.
we've been really busy the last couple days.
So it's like we did a whole day, like from night a whole day, and now it's the next morning.
All right, so it was the 16th, the night of the 16th, I guess, when we started. So it is the morning of the 18th. Spells are cast, including the last one, which gets you to the spot you need to go, which is what spell? Okay, so you're using a teleportation to get there. All right.
I can use plants.
We're using transport via plants because
Yeah,
that was the whole setup with the cactus.
I made a cactus so we could plant there.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the first person outside of the cactus?
Either Argyle or
I'm-
Meat, I think.
I'm probably last because I'm the one doing the plant growth, so I probably want to make sure everyone goes through before I do.
Yeah.
Our
Breach and
turn
clear!
first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna be here before everybody else shows up. So you're gonna stay here for a couple days, basically.
Yeah, I think that's why we're tiny hutting, right?
Oh,
Here.
got it. All right. Yeah, sorry, I've been kind of doing some background stuff up here, like.
I think we only mentioned the tiny hut like once.
Yeah, I do remember the words tiny hut, but I totally missed why. Cool. So you are here, and let's see. Let's do a coin flip. Who shows up first? Uh, across from you, we're gonna go to the map. We are in the map. Great,
You're on the map.
man. That's so easy.
Looking like the bad kids.
You wanna?
My character is smoking.
You guys you're sitting "Woo-doo-doo-doo, wah, wah, wah," and like smoking whatever you brought, sitting on a pillar.
Like a '90s rap album cover.
I was like, I figured
Everybody's got
cigars and
their legs up, like posing. Uh,
the-
and there is a crash of black lightning that strikes across from you, and Ageja, Makni, Kakya, and her two knights are standing there. And then a moment later, at high noon, these guys are like so precise on their timing. There's a shimmer of spectral energy, like kind of like a light bluish with sparkles and stuff, and out steps Paul Wright, Arden Cathexis, and Corvash Ilvek. And everyone stares at each other. And we will
Wait.
continue there.
he doesn't have an undead bartender with him, does he?
Next time.
Oh,
He has the head of an undead bartender.
Is there? Wait, DM.
Lies.
Because I want to see it. Is there one more person we're forgetting with the Celestial Torchlight group?
Person or thing or
thing,
creature?
or creature?
It's not here. No.
Oh, okay.
And that is where we'll end for today. With the Battle of the Ages, one of the probably, if not the most climactic battle of the Stradivarius history, happening here in the plain of standing stones in the middle of the Honorok Desert.
Do 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 do.
Oh my god, it's so cool. Okay.
All right, guys. Yeah, buckle up. So I'm gonna tell you, this is not gonna be an easy fight. Whatever goes, goes. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. There's-
We die.
There will be
I hear
no hand holding. If you cast a bad spell, you cast a bad spell.
What about feet holding?
I'll hold somebody's feet, but I gotta have one hand open for the clicker. So you guys better bring it.
Bring the A game. All right.
Hey, I'll bring the toaster if you bring the bathtub. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think.
All right.
Maybe not.
Bye, stream.
They
Bye.
Bye.